If you'd like to skip buddy time and go right to the horror game itself, go to the timestamp right here. Hey friends, I'm happy to see you. It's time for another terrifying adventure together. And this one, for me, happens to be one of the most disturbing games we've played on the channel. The horror game is called Bad Faith, and it's a game about weight loss. Before we get started with the game itself though, of course, let's have buddy time. And for today's buddy time, I want to talk about something I heard from another content creator that really resonated with me. The creator's name is Candace Barnes, and she made a short video where she said this: "Before you go to bed tonight, remember this. There is nothing on this world that drains you more than your own mind. You've done enough today. You are enough today." That's a direct quote from her, and it hit me like a truck when I was doom scrolling the other day. There is nothing that drains you more than your own mind. It brings me back to the days when my anxiety would be so bad I would spend the whole day in bed. I would be constantly worrying over all of these outlandish scenarios, and it physically drained me. I couldn't do anything else. We spend so much of our time worrying if we'll be okay or we'll be enough in the future, and because of this, we don't stop to look at the small moments and appreciate them in the present. Sometimes, friends, our mind can be our own worst enemy. It can make us worry before we have something to worry about. It can cause us to lash out. It can cause us to be untrusting. Let's put our energy towards something better than just exhausting ourselves. And thank you, Candace Barnes, for sharing that. I thought that was beautiful. I love you all, and I hope you're safe. Welcome to Bad Faith. Okay, friends, here is Bad Faith, a weight loss horror game. That is something that we have never experienced before, and I can't wait to share this experience with all of you. Here we go. This looks like a business meeting or a board meeting of some kind. Good morning, fellow board members. As you may surmise, I am the lead doctor for the New Fit treatment account, the one concerning the small child on Friday. Small child? What the hell happened, Doctor? Let me explain, sir. I know this is a major issue as I have seen it firsthand, and as board members of the company that hired you, we have a right to know. What does this mean for our company? Are we liable? How are we going to explain this to our investors, to the public? Okay. Little interesting tidbit there. Of course, which is very typical of these kind of bigwig business people, they seem a lot more concerned about the investors and, their liability than they are the actual child that may or may not have been harmed in this incident. We don't know what the incident is yet, of course, but something to keep in mind there, friends. Members, please let her talk. Doctor, you have the floor. I assume you will talk about your case summary, Doctor. Please continue. We are waiting for your answer. Yes, thank you, sir. Let me start right now. A few weeks earlier. Okay, so this is a flashback to the actual treatment they're discussing, or event. I'm not sure what it is. There's the boy. Nurse, is the boy comfortable? The boy's comfortable on the scanner bed. I can start when you're ready, Doc. Excellent. Scan now. Was this like an MRI or a CAT scan? Hit scanning now, Doctor. Hear that puppy purr. Okay. It better. It cost this clinic millions. It's been weeks, hasn't it? About 4 weeks now. The mother says the boy's been doing his treatments. 4 weeks of treatment, okay? Yeah, well... Another note, nurse? Yes? Cats purr, not dogs. Okay, well... Oh, you got her. Come on, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We're working in a high-stress environment. Let's be kind to each other. Thanks, Doc. Can always count on you. Ooh. Smiling through that awkward moment. Scanning's done. Thank you, nurse. Bring up the scan now. Okay. Looks like a CAT scan of the kid, or an MRI, maybe? Unfortunately, it's as I had expected. No change? He gained back the pound he lost. Most likely water weight, too. Mom claims she's been closely monitoring him, but so far the boy's lost no weight. The pound? Do you think there's any hope for him? I mean, does this actually affect the game? Let me be optimistic. He may simply be slow to respond. It may take a while, but I think we may see some results sooner or later. That's comforting, I guess, but nobody else we've treated has been this slow. So, what are you going to tell the mom? She's definitely not going to be happy with what I say to her. Poor kid. I hope she doesn't chew him out for another week of this. Godspeed, then. I feel bad for the kid. Like, doesn't he just want to be a boy? Playing with his friends, running around outside, playing video games, and he's doing 4 weeks of this. I mean, like, he just looks like a normal kid to me. And he's being put in this, like, 4-week rigorous treatment weight loss plan here. Doctor, you have news about my boy? I do, ma'am. I'll be frank with you. The scans show no change. I see. My team and I are currently working through a study with your boy about what may be happening. However, this has gone further than we anticipated. Is that so? Treatment usually shows results starting in the 2nd week, and it seems that your son is either unusually slow to respond or may not be benefiting from the treatment at all. So, now what? Well, the treatment for weight loss has not failed before, so this is something quite unusual. But, doctor, we do believe some of it may just be that your son's biology is reacting slower to the usual treatment. Doctor, please. However, if you do not think this is sufficiently beneficial to your son's overall health, I would understand if you would like me to suggest alternative clinics for you. Doctor, listen to me. What's going on with this mom? I have tried everything. Every diet, every fad, every book, every treatment. My son has failed in every single venture. It's only gotten worse over the years. Do you know what I feel when I bring him out in public? When others look at him and then look at the mother responsible for him? Shame, guilt, failure. You are my last hope, doctor. You and your clinic. Did she just say, can you imagine the shame I feel when I bring my son out in public? This child is being raised in an unbelievably abusive environment. He's getting scolded every day. He's not brought up with any sort of hope or love or nurturing. It's, look at you. I'm disgusted by you as your mother because I'm disgusted by the way you make others look at me. And look how that makes me look. You did this. He's just a boy. I cannot guarantee progress. I feel powerless to save my son from this hell. Look at him. I can't even face it sometimes. I'm sorry, doctor. I feel hopeless throughout. It does seem, somehow, this is all my fault. Obesity is a complex health issue, and nutritional science is still frequently updating. I guess all that's left is to pray to God, right? Pray the fat away? Okay. We need to... This mother needs to go to a clinic, a different kind of clinic. Because what on earth are we even talking about now? We will find a way to help your son soon. Sure, doctor. Let's try another week of this treatment and see if it bears any results. This game is breaking my heart. 1 week later. Is the boy comfortable? He's all set up. Should I scan now? Yes, initiate the scan, please. What do you think about the boy's mom, doctor? Negative about her. This doesn't leave the room, but I feel kind of sorry for the kid. The mom is overbearing. It's good that we're trying to get her son to be a little bit healthier, but I just don't like it when it comes from a bad place. Thank God you feel it too, Doc. I hope we're wrong, though. Maybe we're assuming too much. Scan's done. Take a look. It's the same. As expected, nothing has changed. Now, wait a second. There's been a significant shift of weight. 5 pounds down. Wait a minute. 5 pounds down in a week for a child? Hold on a second. That's dangerous. 5 pounds down? Are you kidding me? Do a rescan, but if this is correct, the treatment seems to be working. But the treatment has never made anyone lose 5 pounds in a week before. Oh, their vitals seem perfectly healthy. It may simply be a weird anomaly. I'm gonna run a few more tests, but if this is correct, we'll see a skinnier kid in no time. Has anyone asked the kid what he wants? Anybody asked the kid what he wants? Any of the doctors? Any of the staff? The mom? The family? Playing this is a frustrating experience for me, but we're gonna push through because this is a brilliantly made piece of art. I can already tell. I have some excellent news. Your son has lost 5 pounds. Ma'am? Yes, that's great. What does that mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? It means that he lost 5 pounds. He surpassed any patient's weekly loss under this treatment, and his vitals seem to be perfectly healthy. We're still researching how our treatment may have resulted in this phenomenon, but I think we're finally making great progress. Of course, Doctor. Thank the Lord for granting us this small bit of hope. It's times like these that my faith is rewarded. We'll continue the treatment into next week. If this continues, you'll see a healthier boy. My son, handsome, soon enough. You know the saying, the kind of handsome only a mother could love, or something along those lines? Basically, what that's implying is, no matter what, and this doesn't necessarily have to do with, your physical appearance or anything like that, but your mother loves you like no one else, and is going to see the perfect and special person you are, no matter what the world tells you about yourself or the way you feel about yourself. And here, we have a mother who doesn't even think her son is handsome and just wants him changed. The next week. Is the boy comfortable? I guess a bit nervous as usual, maybe. Yeah, he hates this. He hates this. Hates it. Start the scan, then. So, what the hell happened last time? Nothing for weeks and then all of a sudden 5 pounds? We spent some time putting together a hypothesis about it so far. The working hypothesis is that the treatment must have lagged against some kind of fat buildup and then kind of gave way last week. That's good? It certainly could be, if it means weight loss normalizes. Otherwise, if he starts to lose weight continuously at that rate, we'll have to stop treatment. It's just kind of freaky. Okay, scan's complete, Doctor. To me, this looks the same, but I have no idea. Well, would you look at that? 2.5 pounds. What a relief. I guess our hypothesis must be correct. I guess it's just smooth sailing from here, right? One hopes. Okay. Oh. Excuse me? Again, 2.5 pounds in a week for a child is still ridiculous, by the way. Only 2.5 pounds? It's optimal news, ma'am. That means we're keeping at a steady pace for your son's weight loss. Maybe for you, Doctor, but I expected different. Or maybe I shouldn't have. Would you be able to clarify what you mean, ma'am? After the news last week, I had slowed my prayers, but the Lord is testing me, and this is my punishment for not sticking to my faith. Oh, good. Good, we get some religious trauma in there, too. My heart goes out to this kid. I'm going to question her. No, I'm not comforting her. The treatment is supposed to shave a couple pounds a week. This shows everything is normalized optimally. Why should we be pushing for more weight loss? God has no limit. He will give you everything you can take. If I lessen my faith in Him, that sends the message that even though I received His gift of love, I am thankless. I don't mean offense, Doctor. I know now that the fault isn't on you for this poor result. It's on me, and I know what I must do. let's just stick to the treatment. I really suggest you do not change the boy's lifestyle at this moment. I would never do anything to question my faith in him. Your son, or... I will see you next week, doctor. No, she doesn't care about her son. The week after. So this is week 7? This traffic is killing me. Getting a call. Hello? Doc, where the hell are you? Sorry, I'm running late. Traffic has been a pain. I'm still driving to the clinic. Well, drive on the shoulder or something. The kid just came in and he... Slow down. Why are you screaming? What happened? You gotta look at this. I started the scan just now. This is messed up. I don't know what's happening. I'm on my way. Please get me the scan as soon as possible. What? What does it show? It looks the same to me. How can this happen? I don't know. Is this normal? Have you ever heard of anybody losing 20 pounds in a week? 20 pounds? Oh my god. What does this kid even look like now? I've read about mixed martial arts competitors doing it to reach a certain weight class before a fight, but they're intense and extreme cases. You wouldn't be able to do that unless you had a team of sports specialists. Even with that, you'd need a build capable of it, which this boy doesn't have. This is bad, right? Please prove me wrong here. I'm checking the vitals, but I don't see anything wrong. Everything's in working order. I can't find anything that could show any signs of neglect or injury. I guess you're proving me wrong? I'm gonna stop treatment for now, but continue monitoring. We'll talk with the mom soon. And what exactly is the treatment? We still don't know that exactly. It's a weight loss clinic, but what are they doing specifically? Ma'am? Oh, I don't like that smile. Ma'am. Oh, doctor, I didn't see you there. Do you see that? My boy, he's becoming more and more handsome by the minute. Not to alarm you, but this result is beyond expectations. God will always surpass expectations, doctor. Question her. This is an extreme amount of weight loss. I told you last week, and I need to ask again, have you changed his diet or his lifestyle in any way? Are you implying I'm starving my beloved child, doctor? I am powerless to do so. I've been powerless for so long. It's in God's hands now to make my son handsome. 20 pounds is just... If I'm doing something in error, please point it out to me. Tell me if I'm starving him. Tell me if I'm questioning my faith and cheating. Ma'am. Otherwise, I suggest you stick to being a doctor and not my son's parent. It's true that we've found nothing wrong with his vitals at this point. However, I'm stopping treatment but continuing our monitoring of the situation for now. Do what you must. It's not like the treatment was the solution after all. Right, it's God, right? The very next week, I don't even want to see. I don't even want to see. Is the boy comfortable? Is the boy comfortable, nurse? Yes, doc. Please begin scanning. My heart is like pounding out of my chest right now. You don't even need to scan. It's imperative. The team must know. I want to know. There you go, doctor. You happy? Print it out. I want to hold it myself. Oh, this is a disturbing game. I don't know why, but this idea of like forcing your son through a traumatic weight loss program as a little boy and like claiming it's God doing this and you're ashamed of him, you hate the way he looks and how it reflects on you. There's something that makes me so deeply uncomfortable about that for me, in my personal experience, this is one of the most disturbing video games we've played on this channel, for me. He's off obesity markers. He's basically 10 to 15 pounds away from leaving the overweight status. Please tell me that you actually stopped the treatment last week. I did. Maybe this kid has some kind of super gene. Maybe the treatment is making him lose everything super fast. I can definitely check his records again, but nothing indicates this child would be any different from the other people we've treated. Vitals show no signs of damage. However what? His body cavity, it's shrinking. Like his fat is being sucked out, compressing his frame inward. What? Like a Capri Sun packet? That's a crude way to describe this, but yes. Ugh. If the treatment isn't the reason this is happening, then it looks like we'll need to form a new hypothesis. Doc, can I ask you something? Yes. Please promise me to get that kid away from that mom. I'm scared of what's happening. I'll speak to her now. Oh my God. Doctor, do you see my son? I do, ma'am. Do you see how close he is to being handsome? Ma'am, I suggest that we begin a frequent monitoring of your son around the clock. We have a bed here at the clinic. We suggest that you do not bring him back home. I understand your concern. God's light scares the unbelievers. Oh, wow. Oh my God, I'm getting angry. Wow. But when you open your eyes, Doctor, you too will see the light. The one I feared on my journey here. One to bestow on my son. Protest. No, I'm not empathizing. Ma'am, I've respected your religious beliefs up to this point, but this kid needs the full monitoring of our clinic 24/7. Something is very wrong here, and your viewpoint of your God needs to stay out of our way. I've already told you, I am powerless. Do what you will with my son. He will soon be handsome. In his image. See those scans? We're so close, sweetie. Oh. Members of the board, I am a woman of science. I believe in hard evidence and study in facts. But even I know now the power of him. Oh. And we lost the doctor. The breathing in that scene made that like twice as disturbing. Isn't he handsome, Doctor? Ma'am. Shh. Almost there, Doctor. Almost there. Okay. There's so much to unpack with this one, and again, that ending scene is just revolting. You hear these church bells, this church choir, it seems, and then we see the distorted scan, the distorted figure of the child in his perfect image. We're combining the parental pressures, the body image issues, the weight issues, and how that can affect not just people, but specifically children, how that can affect them mentally. And then we also pair that with religious trauma and using this weight loss clinic as a kind of metaphor or an analogy for, what a child can endure under an extremely traumatically and like oppressively, not just religious, but like a house based on these rules and requirements for the children. And again, if you look at this game, very few times during this game did anyone really think of the child until it was too late. No one really put a stop to it. No one really intervened to the fullest extent of how they should. And again, I think this is all just representative of abuse. I do, however, want to check out the comic version and see how that differs. Okay, so here we go with the comic. The case summary: a mother came to our specialist team to help her son lose weight. This comic was made before the game, by the way. So similar imagery here. Our team did weekly scans monitoring his changes. Treatment yielded slow progress. She said she had tried everything to make him thinner. She's now just resorted to praying the fat away. But 3 weeks ago, it seemed there was a breakthrough. The boy lost nearly 20 pounds in 7 days. Again, like, that shouldn't even be remotely possible, but here we go. The only recorded case of this happening was in competitive sports, and then again, it was extreme. Has there been a change to his diet? I worry that... Are you implying that I am starving him? This is some new art, I think. None of that, I assure you. I am powerless to do anything. I ask God to make my boy, to make him handsome. A week later, the boy had left the obesity markers. A miracle, simply a miracle. But although the scan showed a reduction to fat, the body cavity itself was compressing. It was like his fat was being slurped up like a Capri Sun packet, although no foul play seemed evident. See, those scans were so close, sweetie. Right, doctor? I'm sure everyone on the board reading this report already knows what happened the following week. I remember this scene. Isn't he so handsome? Ma'am. Shh. Almost perfect, doctor. The crazed, crying look in her eyes. Almost there. That's new. Ugh. God. Cat Trigger. Okay, very, very, very powerful game, powerful message. I loved every bit of it. It's hauntingly disturbing, and for me, in my personal life and being around, my friends, family, my loved ones, I've seen the way body image issues can affect a person and can affect a child. I've seen it, and it is terrifying. And you feel for the person that is experiencing this, because it's like the people around them aren't even viewing them as a person sometimes. Like, I talked to one of my friends, he lost over 150 pounds. And when he was talking to me, he said, one of the things that makes me the most sad about this whole experience was that after I lost the weight, people were so much nicer to me. They were treating me better. They were more interested in me as a person. Not even like romantically or anything like that, but just the way people treated him was better. And I imagine it's a very dehumanizing thing. And even though we never heard a word from this kid during this whole game and this whole comic, we can imagine that dehumanizing feeling he must have felt, and the feeling of being treated like a lab rat in a lot of cases, or just like an accessory to make his mother look good. It's a deeply disturbing game, but a beautiful one in the same way. I love you all very much. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.